Hey guys, in this video we're going to talk about Billie Eilish calling out all women haters, Selena Gomez caught on camera being rude to a security guard, and Ursula from the Little Mermaid getting a ton of backlash. Alright, so it's no secret that a lot of Billie's fanbase don't like her new style. She used to be known for her boyish or more androgynous fashion, but she's recently started dressing a lot more feminine, and her fans started to resent her for it. They've accused her of being a sellout or giving into female beauty standards. This criticism has gone on for a few years now, and finally Billie's hit back with a scathing post on Instagram. She wrote, "I spent the first 5 years of my career getting absolutely obliterated by you fools for being boyish and dressing how I did, and constantly being told I'd be hotter if I acted like a woman. Now when I feel comfortable enough to wear anything remotely feminine or fitting, I changed and am a sellout. You guys are true idiots." She went on to call her critics bozos and women-hating weirdos. Billie then posted a follow-up story calling out all the misogyny. She wrote, "Fun fact, did you know that women are multifaceted? Shocking, right? Believe it or not, women could be interested in multiple things. Also that femininity does not equal weakness. OMG, insane, right? Who knew? And also totally unheard of and insane to want to express yourself differently at different times." Back in October of 2021, she lost thousands of Instagram followers, all because her aesthetic changed. She went on the cover of British Vogue with blonde hair and soft pink corsets and stockings, and people freaked out. At the same time, she debuted this new look on the cover of her Happier Than Ever album, and fans were outraged at this change. The criticism was swift. Billie was actually surprised at the negative reaction, which she felt was tied to the fact that she started showing a little bit more skin. In an interview she said, "People hold on to these memories and have an attachment, but it's very dehumanizing. I lost 100,000 followers just because of the boobs. People are scared of big boobs." Her decision to change up her style just came down to the fact that she was still developing her look, and as she got older, it was something that she wanted to change. Clearly she resents the idea of being caged into her own aesthetic, no matter how long she's had it. For the first few years of her career, her signature style was baggy clothes and colored hair. It turned out that this was an intentional choice to cover up her body, because she had a very complicated relationship with self-image. It wasn't really about rejecting beauty standards. In 2020, she opened up to Days magazine and said, "The only reason I did it was because I hated my body. I didn't consciously go, I'm not gonna do that, I'm gonna do this. I didn't think of myself as being in the realm of those people. I was never comparing myself to them." But still, people only cared about what they saw on the surface. That's why she still gets a lot of comments from fans saying that they want to see the old Billie back. In March, the singer went on Conan O'Brien's podcast and talked about how her approach to social media has changed over the years, and how she's even deleted apps off her phone to try to avoid it. Basically, what freaks her out about the internet is how gullible it makes you. She explained that anything she reads on the internet she believes, even though she recognizes that so much of it is not true. She brought up one video in particular that referred to her as a horrible person, and described her thought process when seeing it. She said, "The person seemed in the right headspace, and they were saying all of these things. I was like, geez, wow, it's such a crazy reality that I live in. I'm like, that's my face, that's my name, that's me. Oh, interesting." This person was apparently making these definitive statements about her that they assumed were correct, and it was very perplexing for her to watch someone talk like that when they don't really know the truth. This kind of social media frenzy amped up 2 weeks ago when it was announced that Billie and Jesse Rutherford had broken up. Her rep spoke to Page 6 and said, "We can confirm Billie and Jesse did split amicably and remain good friends. All cheating rumors are false. Both are currently single." Right away, people revisited her annual interview with Vanity Fair to leave some nasty comments under the video. At the time of the interview, she had been dating Jesse for around 2 months, and she was gushing about their new romance. She said, "I managed to get myself to a point in my life where not only was I known by a person that I thought was the hottest guy alive, but I pulled him." In the comment section of that video, fans called her delusional and manic, and they labeled the whole thing as embarrassing now that the two of them have broken up. The reaction to this was pretty much one big "I told you so," and people were very quick to make fun of her for bragging about a relationship that ended in a breakup, even though she was just going through what is considered a normal part of life, especially for someone her age. So that just goes to show you how much criticism she gets for living. Alright, so let's talk about the video that's going around of Selena Gomez. She was in Paris this weekend for Beyonce's Renaissance World Tour. On Friday night at the Stade de France, she stopped to pose with fans, smiling for selfies and just saying hello. For the concert, she wore an oversized long black leather trench coat with matching black heels, and she had her hair slicked back into a bun. But it wasn't just her fashion that people took notice of. Selena got into into a heated argument with a man that looked like a security guard. In a video of the incident, she was seen yelling at him while he comes over and then points in another direction. While we don't know what really went on between them, there are quite a few theories that have been circulating around. Some people are claiming that the bodyguard aggressively shut down a fan who was just trying to talk to her as she was passing by. She was getting pretty close to the front row crowd as she was heading to her VIP area. It seemed as though she was high-fiving fans along the way, so it's possible that one of them got a little too excited as she walked past the barricade. It's believed that the security guard works for her personally as a member of her staff, and that's why she was telling him off. Of course, there were also some people who believed that Selena was in the wrong, saying that she was overreacting to a basic security tactic that was keeping her safe. But we still don't know the full story of why she was so mad at this guy. But Selena isn't the only celebrity to have lashed out at security recently. Just last week, Taylor Swift also interrupted her performance of Bad Blood during her Philadelphia concert to defend a fan who was involved in an incident in the crowd. In a viral video, she could be heard shouting, "She's fine, she wasn't doing anything." She also told a security guard to stop at least twice. It's since been claimed that he was escorted out of the venue, and Taylor later offered the fans some free tickets to her Eras show tour. So it's good to see that celebrities have been standing up for their fans a lot lately. For Selena though, she's also had to defend people from her fans. In March, she posted a video on TikTok calling for them to be kinder and consider others' mental health. This was just after the hate train against Hailey Bieber reached its peak. She posted a makeup tutorial using her own rare beauty products. While the video didn't have any caption, Selena addressed the drama in the comment section and said that her heart has been very heavy. She thanked her fans for supporting her and told them that she loves them so much. She wrote, "I'm deeply grateful for each and every one of you humans. You make me unbelievably happy." While she did call for the negativity to come to an end from her own fan base, it clearly has something to do with the fact that Hailey had reached out to her. She posted a message on her Instagram story and revealed that Hailey had privately messaged her, saying that some people had actually been threatening her life, in addition to all the other online attacks, which had been escalating. She wrote, "Hailey Bieber reached out to me and let me know that she has been receiving death threats and such hateful negativity. This isn't what I stand for. No one should have to experience hate or bullying. I've always advocated for kindness and really want this all to stop." After she pleaded with fans to be kinder, the model praised her for speaking out during escalating tensions between their fan bases. She made a response post on Instagram and said, "The last few weeks have been very hard for everyone involved, and millions of people are seeing so much hate around this, which is extremely harmful. Her and I have been discussing the last few weeks how to move past this ongoing narrative between her and I." She went on to say that it's moments like this when social media platforms only create extreme division among people when things are taken out of context. But now that time has passed, hopefully everyone involved in this drama has been well and truly able to move on from it. Now let's get into the Little Mermaid backlash, specifically around the character Ursula. Some members of the queer community have criticized the makeup artist for transforming Melissa McCarthy into Ursula. They believe that the character should have been played by a drag queen, given the historical context surrounding Ursula. Alan Menken, who worked on the music for the 1989 Little Mermaid movie, actually confirmed to EW that the original character was inspired by drag legend Divine. She starred in several John Waters movies before sadly passing away in 1988. So because of this, they didn't think that Melissa McCarthy was suitable for the role. Others have now taken it a step further and insisted that the makeup artist should have also been a member of the LGBTQ+ community. The award-winning makeup artist for the movie was Peter King, and he's now responded to the criticism. He said, "I find that very offensive. Why can't I do as good of a job as a queer makeup artist? That's ridiculous. That's trying to claim it, and that's fine if that's what they want to do. But don't put people down because they're not what they want it to be." He went on to say that a makeup artist could simply do makeup. They don't have to have an attachment to the nature of what they're doing. On the other hand, Melissa more or less acknowledges the history of the character and how that ties into the queer community. At the LA premiere of The Little Mermaid, she praised drag performers and said that she always knew Ursula was based on Divine, even though she couldn't prove it when the cartoon came out decades ago. Quote, "She just had to be. The makeup, the look, the attitude, and now we know that yes, she was of course based on Divine. So that coming full circle to me, I just hope to do every incredible drag queen and Divine proud." While she did acknowledge some of the history there, of course she didn't mention the question around her casting. While she most likely knows that people would have loved to see Ursula played by a real drag queen, that would have been quite an uncomfortable conversation for her to have, considering that some people are angry that she would even accept a role that they feel she is not suited for. Regardless of the controversy, Melissa's performance was praised. Vanity Fair said, "McCarthy's sly, immoral performance is far and away the best part of the film. Every time she's on screen, the movie finally seems animated. The Wrap said, "McCarthy's Ursula is an undeniable highlight, drawing you in with her general homage to the original character, but delighting with the little quips of her own comedic style." But of course, Halle Bailey's performance as Ariel was also considered a standout. According to Variety, she is all the reason that any audience should need to justify Disney revisiting this classic. The actress is said to be expressive, energetic, and infinitely likable as the lead character. To be fair, there were also a lot of complaints though about the underwater CGI, which seems to have frustrated a lot of viewers. It's a film that is very specific with the limited lighting that it uses, and a lot of it takes place underwater where there is minimal lighting. But the reason that everything is so dark isn't actually to create realism, it's really just to cover up some bad special effects. There are said to be many instances of CGI that look incredibly unrealistic, and in a live-action Disney movie there are going to be a lot of characters that are just pure CGI, so it's really important to make sure that looks good. So have you seen the movie, and do you agree with all the reviews? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.